This is Jeremy. I'm doing a video to show the water damage coming into the house. We'll start with the stairs here to give you an idea where we are. And as you can see, we've already gutted all three rooms on the north side of the house. So this is the northwest side. We saw water coming in all along the north end. It was hard to pinpoint exactly where. We think it was somewhere close to where the bathroom and this room meet. There was standing water in between the framing and the bathroom and the spare room, and standing water in here. We did drill a couple holes and we saw water coming up from the hydrostatic pressure. Didn't appear to be water coming in on the west side of the house. It was starting, what we can tell, from in the middle by the bathroom and coming mainly from this bedroom, which is on the northeast side of the room. So behind this spare room up top is developed. It's our spare, sorry, not spare, but it's a developed garage area. And when I first noticed the water coming in, it was from this closet. I could see it seeping in from the foundation, and then the rug started getting wet, mostly along the east side of the house. And then when we pulled everything back, we could really see the water coming in underneath the framing here. And it would just build up, and it looks like the house is sloped a little bit, so it would run all the way along down towards the other end of the house going south, and it was just absorbed and by the carpet and underlay, and it seeped out to the hallway area, so we had to get rid of all the carpeting here. It was coming out for about 4 days straight until we finally got it quarantined. So this is where Johnny and I made our used our redneck innovation, and we tarred a garden hose to the floor, which seemed to have worked pretty well. So the water was built up pretty much to the top of the hose, and it was just basically backlogging, and would finally flow on the north side to the sewage drain. This is the sewage drain here. This is the access pipe. We weren't sure what purpose it had. So when we opened it up, this is one where we could see sludge. We can see there is a little. Well, it does flow into the main sewer line on this side, and then on the other side there's some metal, and that's what I'm going to have to dig out and see if there is in fact a valve, and if it's rusted shut, and if so, I'll pull it off. And if water starts miraculously pouring through, then maybe we'll have fixed our issue and we'll find out there has been weeping tile installed. So not banking on that at all, but anyways, that's the case. So I mean, it was kind of hard to tell if water was actually seeping in from this area, but this is where I first saw it. So I don't know if it was just coming in again on this northeast side and then just traveling along the framing here. It's getting drier. It's still a little wet in some spots. You can see the dampness there a little bit. So anyways, once we blocked the water off, this ended up being completely dry. One of the thoughts from the foundation inspectors suggested putting in some self-leveling cement in the closet area and raise this whole section, so if it did happen again, it would just backlog along this area and again go towards the drain. But granted, the drain would have to be opened up at the time. for that to work. But anyway, it would help minimize the damage, I think. So I think the one discussion we had was placing a sump here and extending the closet area if we wanted to cover it, and then we could run the piping somewhere up through the closet. I know this doesn't show very well. So here's the main living room area. This is still all dry. There's no signs of water or dampness, so at least we got that, if you want to call that lucky. So we pulled this up, this carpet. This wasn't hard to dry. It was just seeping out from the bedrooms, and we had to get it dried out. So the water did come in underneath the cupboards in the laundry room here from the other spare room as it was flowing. So the drywall wasn't touching the floor, so it looks to be okay. It's a little damp, but the fans have been helping quite a bit, so we can save this. And the only reason we might have to pull it out is if we decide to put in the French drain, we're going to have to pull everything out and cut the drywall on this back wall so we can get into the foundation there. And then finally, the last area is the craft room. Water was seeping through the east side again from that room. It just came into the corner, and it just got soaked up by the carpet and underlay. So we were having issues getting getting this area dry with the underlay, and so we just tore it out and we've got the carpet dry. So this room is pretty good for now. This sump's been going fine. This is the main access to the backflow valve for the main sewer line. It's damp. When we open this up, it's a little damp around the gravel. So maybe it is again just signs of the high water table, or it was water flowing in from the seeping on the north side. But that's where we're at now. So either we bring everything, we go around at the French drain or on the perimeter back to the sump here, or maybe install another sump on the north side. If you have anything else, I will take some better pictures, but that's it for now. The bathroom is fairly dry, I think. We haven't made any plans to pull up the tiles or anything like that. So anyways, that's the fun we're dealing with, and hopefully we'll have it sorted out soon.